So I took a shower. The kids are down, so we're ready. We're ready. Alrighty. So today is Thursday, and on Saturday I will be 30 weeks. So I'm gonna be updating you guys. So the past couple of weeks have been, it's been pretty good. I have been getting the baby's room together. I know I said in like one of the videos that we weren't going to be doing like a full-blown nursery for the baby, but it's like kind of turned out to become a full-blown nursery for the baby. And let me explain. The more we talked about, okay, what are we going to need for the baby, the more I was thinking about it. I'm like, our lives are totally different than they were when I had Jet and when I had Charlotte. Now we are in a different house. It's a 2-story. So I'm like, I'm homeschooling the kids, so there's gonna be times where I'm upstairs, and I don't want to just put the baby in my bed because my bed's like literally on the opposite side of the upstairs as the office, and then my other girls share a room. So I'm like, well, I can't just put, the baby's gonna be sleeping like at random times, like, or more than once than when the girls nap. So I have to have a place upstairs to put the baby. And the plan was already that I was going to empty out this room. Then their baby's room is the one right next door to the office. The plan was already to kind of clean out that room and kind of make it for the baby, as far as like putting her clothes in there, storing her things. You know, we're gonna need to buy like a little crib. I was like, why don't we just buy a crib, like the same crib we were gonna get to tether to our bed from IKEA, and buy a bassinet that we could use downstairs, and then we could also use in our room that we could bring, you know, up and down, like something easy. So that's what we're gonna do. So I got into freaking nesting mode, emptied out this room, picked out a theme, went all Pinterest crazy, and bought all kinds of shit. And yeah, so you guys will see a little nursery tour. It's been pretty fun, actually. Like, even though it was something I didn't expect to do or wasn't planning to do, it's been pretty fun. So big things before I do all the small updates. I did go to the doctor about 3 weeks ago, and I had my glucose test and some blood work. I had to get the pertussis. It's the whooping cough vaccine. So I got all that in that appointment. My glucose test came back normal, and I was super happy because I passed with the first one with Jet, but then when I was pregnant with Charlotte, I didn't pass the 1 hour one. I had to go and do 3-hour glucose test. So I was kind of nervous to not pass it this time, just because I am heavier than I was before, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I ended up passing, and I was really happy about that. Also, for that appointment, I weighed 181. I was weighing myself almost every day last week. I literally haven't weighed myself at all this week, but last week I was weighing 179 like almost every single day. So that means I kind of like lost a couple of pounds. So my goal is to just like not gain any more weight. I have been trying to work out. I've been trying to work out every morning, at least doing a lot of stretching and some weights, light weights, you know, upper body kind of things, because lower body for me right now is just, I'm way too sore. So let's segue into that. I'm super sore. My groin area, my like hip area, my lower back, my sciatic nerve, like everything is just, if it's not one, it's the other, it's both sides, it's whatever. So it's really, really annoying. That is the like #1 thing that is my enemy when I'm pregnant. I also threw up the other day when I was brushing my teeth randomly. I haven't thrown up in I don't know how long. So I don't have anything else but literally the ligament pain, back pain, hip pain, and all that pain. That's the only thing that I struggle on a daily basis. Other than that, not vomiting, not having any like weird feelings about food or nausea, anything like that. That's something that's so hard for me to deal with, just because I am a person that, like, if something needs to get done, I will do it. I don't need anyone to help me. If I can do it on my own, I will do it. A lot of things that, like, you know, I don't need help. I don't like asking for help. I can, you know, figure it out. And I hate just not being able to. Like literally that's how it is with the pain and stuff, is like I have energy to do things. I have these to-do lists, I have these ideas, these plans, and I just like can't because I'm in pain. Even if I take, you know, Tylenol or whatever, like yeah, it'll help to a certain extent, but kind of like I'll pay for it later kind of thing, which is usually what happens. I'm fine because I took medicine or whatever, but then at night, oh, I'm so sore, in pain, like I am not exaggerating. So in result of that, my sleeping has been compromised, because if I sleep on my right side, my left side will hurt so bad. Like when I get up out of bed, I will like limp out of bed. Even rolling over, like putting my foot down on the bed to help myself like turn over, oh my god, it is so annoying. I literally have to like roll, or I have to just take my time, and it's just, it sucks. It sucks. So what I have to do is either just put up with that, like literally just like, because I do sleep on my side. I like to sleep on my side. I also like to sleep on my back, but you know, once you get farther along, it's not safe to sleep on your back while you're pregnant. When I sleep on my back, I don't get pain on my, it's kind of like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like my groin kind of hip area, like that whole kind of area is just sore. So when I put my foot down on the floor or on the bed to put pressure to turn or to walk, it just like, it hurts so bad. Like I don't know how else to describe it. So that's why I have been sleeping on my back, but I've been putting 3 pillows under me and then sleeping like on top, like kind of elevated. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to do that, just because sometimes I'll wake up and I'm not like elevated. I kind of like slouch down, or like I'm on the side or whatever, and so I know that's not good for me to sleep on my back the farther along I get. So I don't know what's gonna go on with that, but sometimes I do just get tired, like my neck, like my upper body just gets tired of sleeping, you know, kind of just on my back, and I will just be like F it and just sleep on my side and just like take it super slow when I get out of bed. But it's not only that, like to get out of bed, but then I have to get up to go to the bathroom. Shoot, all overcast. Did I see that? So yeah, I have to like get out of bed to go pee at night, and so like that sucks because I have to like fully wake myself up so that I can like take my time to get out of bed, and annoying. And then also something that's been happening at night is that I've been getting my allergy like attacks, like my sinus, like sneezing, runny nose at night, like in the middle of the night, like at 2-3 in the morning. I wake up because my nose starts running and I start sneezing and I have to get up, and like I've never, like that's never happened to me. I have always had allergies, but it's just been like in the mornings and then they pass and I'm good, whatever, but never like they wake me up in the middle of the night. And then by the time I like go get up, blow my nose, whatever, and like kind of flush it out, and then I'm like go back to bed, try to go back to sleep, get comfortable. It's just, yeah, it's been really annoying. So I don't know if that has anything to do with being pregnant, but that's just something that's been happening to me. I put my lashes on just because I felt like I wasn't going to be able to do that while I was talking. So any other symptoms I've been having, as far as food goes, I've been doing a lot better. I haven't been eating as much as I was at one point. I am eating pretty much, my portions are like back to normal. My mood, I feel like I've been normal. I mean, I guess you'd have to ask Rams and stuff, but I feel like I'm normal too as far as that goes, as far as like my patience. And there's definitely times where the kids test my patience or Rams tests my patience. I'm like mentally like, be patient, it's okay, you don't have to freak out, it's fine. So like I feel like I've been doing pretty well. And I have bought a little bit of maternity clothes. I bought a couple of shirts at Kohl's, and then I bought a couple of shirts at Target, and then I bought some maternity pants at Target too. I don't really buy too much just because I'm all about comfort, and if I have stuff that fits, like my Lulus, I'm still wearing my Lulus. So if I have stuff that fits and I'm okay, it's fine. It's more like if we have like some special occasion or something that I need something a little bit nicer to wear other than a t-shirt, then yeah, but that hasn't happened lately, so it's just been all about comfort. I did go and buy some new bras. I bought 3 bras at Kohl's, and only one of them was decent. I literally have 4 bras that I bought at Target when I was pregnant with Jet from my first pregnancy, and they still fit me. They're still comfortable and all of that, but I could not find any when I went to Target. The ones I got at Kohl's weren't necessarily maternity, they were just normal bras. So yeah, I don't know. I need to look for a couple of good nursing bras, like maternity nursing bras. I'm sure those other ones are ready to croak any day now. So I definitely need some bras. So I'm very chesty, and this is my 3rd kid. So you can just imagine the situation that I need to control under here. So, and I have been getting Braxton Hicks contractions. I feel like I was getting them a little bit more before this last like month or so, but I do still get them, but they're not, yeah, as often. And for me, Braxton Hicks just feel like my whole stomach just like blows up like a balloon, and you just feel a lot of pressure. So I do still get those from time to time. I've been very hydrated lately. We haven't been really getting out of the house just to like take the kids to their activities and stuff. I feel like that helps me like not really get them. I think that's it for as far as like how I'm feeling and my symptoms and everything. I did say in the other video that we have a baby name, and that I didn't want to share it yet because we always share it early and then we end up changing it. We did that with both the girls, and now we came up with a different name than I originally had thought. So we'll see, we'll see. Okay, so also baby shower. I was on the fence about having a baby shower because we're not doing disposable diapers. So, you know, for the baby shower, usually it's like for the diapers because diapers are so freaking expensive. So I kind of like didn't really think a baby shower was necessary, but like everyone kept asking me, oh, come on, like, you know, we should have one, just a little something, just a little something. And in my family, like, nothing is ever like a little something. So since we just had Jet's party, it's kind of like, do I really feel up to throwing another party? So my mom was like, no, me and your sister can plan it. You think I can help us? Like, just, we can have it at your house, but like, don't worry. So yeah, we're having a baby shower at the end of September. It's gonna be a little baby brunch. So I'm pretty excited. At first I was kind of like, oh, I just didn't want to do the work, but she's like, well, it's not because we don't want to help you. Sometimes you just don't want help and you do everything yourself, and you know, she's not wrong. So yeah, kind of just gave them the ideas that I have, and everyone's just kind of helping out, so it's really nice of everyone. And it's gonna be just an all-girl baby shower, and I do feel the baby kicking a lot, like a lot. She's moving like in 2 sides of my belly, like at the top and on the side and on the bottom, and she's just crazy. She's having a good old time in there. And then she also has been getting hiccups lately. My whole freaking belly moves when she has hiccups. And I do feel like my belly is still really high, really high, so I do still get out of breath. So on Saturday, the baby will be the size of a large cabbage, Saturday when I turn 30 weeks. And baby should look like this in the belly. You guys can see it because of the light on. And I love showing this to the kids and like just really showing them how baby really looks in your stomach. They really like it and they really have a lot of questions. So it's pretty cool to kind of teach them about that. So it says you might be feeling a little tired these days, especially if you're having trouble sleeping. You might also feel clumsier than normal, which is perfectly understandable. Not only are you heavier, but the concentration of weight in your pregnant belly causes a shift in center of gravity. I'm definitely waddling. I can't just walk normal anymore. I'm like annoyingly walking. Also, this relaxation of your ligaments can cause your feet to spread permanently, so you may have to invest in some new shoes in a bigger size. So if you guys haven't watched my birth story videos on my other 2 pregnancies, you guys can watch those, so you have a little more of a background of my past pregnancies. According to my doctor, that's what I should expect a similar, as far as like time frame. Since I did deliver a tiny bit early on both pregnancies, I should expect the same thing. And yeah, so as far as this time around, you know, Ramses was asking me, he's like, are you gonna get the epidural this time? You know, since like basically with Sissy, it didn't, like, you didn't even have it since she came like 2 seconds later. So I've experienced both, like just having no medication and then having medication. So I told him that I prefer the no medication, even though it was obviously more painful. I feel like the only reason I would want to not get the epidural and try to labor as much as I can and all of that on my own is because it goes by a lot faster. So yes, granted, the first baby always goes by the slowest, so maybe that's why, you know, the second time around. We got to the hospital at 10:30, walked for 2 hours, so I ended up getting contractions from midnight, and I had, starting at midnight, like real contractions, like the ones super close together on top of each other contractions, where like you can't move, you can't see anything, you're just like in pain kind of contractions at midnight. And then I had Charlotte at 3:22 in the morning. So I was in labor for 3 hours and 22 minutes, like with full-on contractions. With Jet, my water broke at home at midnight, so by the time we got to the hospital and everything, it was like 1 in the morning or so. I didn't get an epidural until, I think I labored for like 3-4 hours, and I got the epidural like at 4 or 5 in the morning, and then I didn't have Jet till 3 p.m. that day. So I feel like the epidural might have slowed down my labor. Like I feel like, man, if I would have just kept pushing through the pain and just like kind of labored a little longer, maybe I would have had her sooner, earlier in the day kind of thing. But you know, we'll never know if that was the reason or if it was because it was my first pregnancy. So yeah, I feel like my recovery was just a lot better the second time around, a lot faster. So hopefully this time I will labor as much as I can at home and labor as much as I can at the hospital, and try not, I'm not gonna say I'm not going to, because I don't want to jinx myself. I'm going to try my hardest to not get the epidural. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, epidural free labor. I just don't want another needle in my back. I've always had sciatic nerve problems and stuff like that for years, so I feel like that obviously probably doesn't help it, getting epidurals and stuff. So yeah, hopefully I can push through. But the funny thing is that with Charlotte, I went in there like, yes, I want the epidural. Like the second time around, I'm like, yes, I already knew I wanted the epidural. Yes, I want the epidural. As soon as I started getting contractions, I'm like, where's my epidural? I need the epidural. And I was in triage, so like I couldn't get it until I went in my room. And the whole time I'm like begging for the epidural. I get the epidural, and like 2 seconds later, I push and she's out. So it's like there was no point in getting that epidural. So that's why this time around I'm like, whatever happens, happens. I'm not gonna jinx it. So, and I did ask you guys on Instagram if you guys had any questions about pregnancy, and a lot of them are about my past pregnancies. So if you guys haven't watched my other birth stories, go watch those. I'll put them either down below or like in the cards. But yeah, they were just kind of like, have you had an epidural before? You plan on having an epidural? What's your like ideal kind of birth plan? What's my birth plan? So like my birth plan is like laboring as much as I can, hopefully not having the epidural. I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera just because those take forever, and then I'll be back to wrap up the video and stuff. I might do my hair too, and then come back to my lower lash line and like my lipstick and stuff. That took forever. I know it seems like 2 seconds for you guys, but okay, so I'm just doing my lower lash line really quick and wrap up the update. Oh, something else interesting that started happening is I am lactating. I read on one of my apps that like I can start to experience lactating, and I checked today after I got out of the shower, and I'm definitely lactating. So it's not like I'm lactating like where it's getting all over my shirt or it's like doing it on its own. It's just like when I check it. And I'm thinking about we're going to be doing a like some maternity pictures. I wanted to just do some on our own here at home and just kind of cozy pictures. So we might do that. But right now, Ramses' schedule's just been so crazy and all over the place that I just haven't made the time. or been able to make the time. We'll see. I still have to kind of figure out when we can do that. So that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah, pregnancy is tough. That's the only thing. I'm like, if I could have 4 kids and just not have to like go through pregnancies, I'll do the births and everything and the pregnancies weren't this hard, then I'd have more kids. But I know my pregnancies are like nothing compared to a lot of other women's pregnancies, but like you're just a different person. You're just, and if you're already like that kind of personality, like where you're like very chilled, and I'm not super chill. Like, I don't know, maybe if I was more of a chill person and like was cool with just being, you know, down and out for 9 months, then I would enjoy pregnancy a little bit more. But I don't understand the women that say like, oh, I love being pregnant. And don't get me wrong, being pregnant is amazing. It's crazy. It's like mind boggling to think that you're growing a human being inside of your body. Like, it's crazy. Really, it's nuts. But it's hard. Like, it's not where it's like, oh, I love being pregnant. I wouldn't say I love being pregnant. I really enjoy it. I enjoy a lot of aspects of it, but I don't love being pregnant, because being pregnant is really hard. There are just different stages of hard in each part of pregnancy. Like for me, for it just being hard to walk and just move around, it's so frustrating. That's like the biggest thing for me. It's like, would I rather freaking throw up every day? At least I know I throw up and I'm good and I can move around. But overall, I'm so grateful to have a healthy pregnancy, my 3rd healthy pregnancy. So I'm just getting really anxious, really excited for it to be October. I am due November 2nd, but I'm gonna have her in October sometime. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys have any other video requests or questions or anything like that, go ahead and leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Freaking feel like an old lady with my hair like this. Alright, it's a little better, I guess. Oh, let me show you guys my stomach. Hold on. There we go. Big belly. She's getting big.